How much does it cost to hire a bookkeeper, or what about an accountant? And what about a tax preparer? How much does it cost to get my taxes prepared? These are all kind of questions that I get quite often, and the answer does depend on what your needs are and the size of your business. But I believe that every business needs to have an accountant to at least ensure that they're compliant with their taxes. Today I'm going to be talking about the differences between the types of services a bookkeeper, an accountant, and even a tax preparer offer, and when and why you need them. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. My name is Jacob Curtis, and I help quilt shops piece together financial freedom. I'm a CPA and a certified Profit First professional and the founder of Curtis Accounting Solutions. So first off, there is a difference between a bookkeeper, an accountant, and a tax preparer. A bookkeeper takes their job title or their name from their job description, from bookkeeping. And bookkeeping is just recording the financial transactions of a business. While there's no formal education required to be a bookkeeper, many and most bookkeepers do have at least some training. Accountants, on the other hand, usually have more formal education. In fact, a certified public accountant or a CPA is required to have a higher education degree, and most have a master's degree that relates to accounting. Accountants, therefore, provide financial analysis based on the bookkeeper's bookkeeping. Okay, they may not be as involved in the business operations, but accountants are essential to supplement that bookkeeper's work and provide valuable information to help you in your business. So all CPAs are accountants and can do bookkeeping, and all accountants can do bookkeeping, but not all bookkeepers are accountants or CPAs. Hopefully that clarifies some of it there. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is tax preparers, and this is probably one of the most confusing titles or job titles because almost anyone can become a tax preparer. And as you might imagine, not all tax preparers are created equal. So while CPAs are required to have some formal education about taxes, some CPAs actually decide not to specialize in taxes and don't like taxes. In fact, they decide to specialize in other areas of accounting like bookkeeping or financial auditing. And so the IRS also has programs available for tax preparers. One of those is their seasonal tax preparer program, and another is their enrolled agent or EA program. And so I would recommend that you find a good tax preparer, and that can be a challenge at times, but it's well worth it. And so all of these financial gurus can provide you with advice in their specialty, whether it's bookkeeping, whether it's accounting and financial analysis, or taxes or tax specialties. In the accounting world, we call these advisory services, right? This takes on many forms of coaching, mentoring, tax planning, and is often even niched down and more specific to specific industries, like quilt shops or mechanics or plumbers. And so really, what is it? What do you need, right? There's one thing that everybody needs, and that's a good tax preparer. I recommend you hire a tax professional that does your competitors' taxes and is very knowledgeable. So do a basic internet search. For example, if you want a quilt shop, search for quilt shop tax preparer. Once you have a list of all the potential tax preparers, review their online reviews, review them, contact them, and when you contact them, talk with them and ask them for current client referrals or references. Okay, then contact their current clients, these references, and ask them about their experience with their tax professional. You need to trust, but you need to verify as well, right? You can't just take what they say at face value, so that's why we contact their references. Because taxes is one of those areas in business that can really cause headaches for years and years and years. So when you're just starting out your business, you're the CEO, you're the chief everything officer, right? And resources are usually pretty tight. And so I recommend that you hire a bookkeeper to help you keep your financial records straight. This is going to be so important, especially when it comes to preparing your taxes, because not only is it going to be easier for your tax preparer or for you, if you're paying a tax preparer, it's probably going to be cheaper because now that tax preparer doesn't also have to do the bookkeeping. So when more resources become available to you, I recommend that you hire an accountant that specializes in your industry, because they will already be familiar with your business model, your vendors, and your expenses, right? They'll be able to interpret the story your finances are telling you and provide you with invaluable information to help you grow and profitably scale your business. So hiring an accountant or an accounting firm like Curtis Accounting Solutions also gives you an advantage. It gives you access to their experience and knowledge that you probably couldn't afford if you were to hire them as an employee. Hiring contractors or firms gives you the benefits of their experience and knowledge, but at a fraction of the cost they require if they were an employee. So how much should you pay? Well, you can find bookkeepers, accountants, and tax preparers from across the board, from all price ranges, right? From minimum wage to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But the bottom line is that you generally get for what you pay for. So how do you weed them out? How do you figure out who to hire, who not to hire? I highly recommend that before you hire any financial expert, that you read their online reviews if they're available, review their any blog posts or social media content. When you do contact them, ask them for those client references, and then contact those client references, and then speak with them at least once before you actually make that final decision. One of the ways that you can get to know me and the Curtis Accounting Solutions team is to click on the link in the description below and attend my next virtual webinar. This will be your chance to ask me your questions and start piecing together financial freedom in your quilt shop. Thank you again for watching, and make sure to follow me at Curtis Accounting Solutions on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Again, click that link in my description below for my free virtual webinar. Thanks. Talk to you soon.